The Wall Street. This is the Wall Street Beat Show, Crypto and Crypto. And if you didn't know, now you know, bitches. There's Wall Street. I don't know. It's Crypto and Crypto. Don't flip, yo. There's Wall Street. I don't know. It's Crypto and Crypto. Don't flip, yo. Talks about nigga Crypto and Crypto. We got these indicators. Don't be a hater or a hoe. I gotta let you know we're making Crypto and Crypto. Hit the like and subscribe. We're going on the run. I get excited when I buy crypto. I said I get excited when I buy crypto. You gotta keep your emotions. I said I get excited when I buy. It's time to settle the score. You don't want to trade crypto no more. If you don't understand that emotion, we'll take you to another place, and now you'll chase the red candle. Can't stand you. There's Wall Street. I don't know. It's Crypto and Crypto. Don't flip, yo. Everybody buy it, goes up really high. What's the favorite saying? Wish I bought more. Everybody buy it, goes up really high. What's the favorite saying? Wish I bought more. Everybody buy it, goes up really high. What's the favorite saying? Wish I bought more. Everybody buy it, goes up really high. What's the favorite saying? Wish I bought more. Everybody buy it, goes up really high. What's the to the moon?
Wall Street Pete. Sick dough in crypto. Want to learn how to make sick dough in crypto every day? Talk about this live crypto technical analysis. How's everyone doing this morning? It's Thursday. We got one more day for a nice, beautiful Friday. I want to talk about this falling wedge. I want to talk about what is expected going forward, what levels we may hit or occur. Hit the like and subscribe. Appreciate every single one of you. Hope you're all having a great morning. And as you can see here, it was kind of crazy, right? We talked about a possible 19.8. We talked about a possible 106 Matic. Matic is really around that area we did hit, so that was on the money. A little bit of the Bitcoin possibility. We weren't exactly on point, but we try our best, right? As we talk about 20,600 a day ago, 57 viewers. I appreciate every single one of you. Good morning, rising sun to you. I want to talk about the hello token. I want to talk about how some of the prices we have been a little on target. As you can see here on this particular one, 106, we talked about hitting, possibly all the way to the 104, and we did. You can watch the live falling wedge on Polygon Matic coming exactly as I do like to see. And more often than not, we have that same similar fashion for Bitcoin. So if you're interested in technical analysis, if you're interested in levels, possibilities, and things of that nature of what we talk about, we prepare you for a possibility. As you can see here, beautiful double bottom here, right? Last time I checked the double bottom, how beautiful it was, just like I do check for a double top. Well, double bottom is looking pretty nice. And if you get rid of these little things here, you can see the double top formation formed and already told us we were in some trouble. If you don't failure to pay attention to some of these things will hurt you. So we'll see what happens in that pattern as we came through. And now we're looking pretty far apart here on the double bottom. We'll see if this was it, but I think 20,600 could be there. And how possible, draw the line in the sand now as I'm looking here, just about 19.4. So I do see if possibly, ladies and gentlemen, just giving you a quick update. Do like 20,600, but if I were to say, hey, could you give me one more level to watch out for and keep my eye out, what would Bitcoin possibly do with all this FUD going around? This wouldn't be out of the realm. It wouldn't be impossible. But I do believe that we're having a falling wedge. We're looking to break out. If it does occur sooner, I will be very happy for that. Very bullish momentum pattern. Obviously, many things to look at that. So that is always the possibility. It looks very nice as we're coming down and through. If you were to look at the Bitcoin in the possible, well, 4L is kind of nice, actually. I do like it. If you were to look here, what's been happening, we did kind of bottomed out, at 21.5. So rather something we've done, and if you do see here from the share of these, it was 21.5 last time. February 14th, Valentine's Day, and then we did it again February 10th. So that's all of this year repeating support from the last time we exploded. So do pay attention to that, right? Very good analysis if you pay attention, if I do say so myself. That's something to really pay close attention to as we are getting a slight little rally. Is it for real? Is it not? We'll find out. Getting a buy signal here on the bottom, and I do see this stochastic oscillator I love very much. We're getting that 4-hourly buy signal, and I do appreciate that much because it has been a pretty good buying signal when we do hit straight through to the bottom here. As you've seen before, last time we went straight to the bottom and hit and came down, well, it was right about here. We got a nice little pucker up from 23,000 all the way to above, and if we looked, what was it? All the way to above, almost 24 and a half. So we got a $1,000 tick move. So like I said, take it for what it is. You got to be careful. The trend is your friend, and that's towards the downside. So I don't see anything particularly moving at that point in time. So let's get into it. We'll talk about it. Total crypto market cap falls under 1 trillion in some time. Not good. The FUD is real as steel. The FOMO is real as steel, right? Fear of missing out. A lot of people are fearing of missing out on the short opportunities, and that's what may happen. The bull market's a little stronger. The FOMO is really for when it's going up. A lot of people get excited, right? You're invited, Wall Street, Pete, you're watching. Looking at some of the assets here, 21,700 currently for Bitcoin, 1540 for the Ethereum price. Binance struggling at the 290, can't break above the 3 anymore. XRP looking strong at the 40 price, separating from Cardano to its considerable 32 cents. Dogecoin got a lot of fun, right? Talking about it, 10% down in the last week with Elon Musk saying that he's looking and focusing more on the AI and really just shedding more away from the Dogecoin. So that's scary to see, but the community is strong, so it'll be all right. Getting a tiny pump. As you can see, Polygon Matic matching the same in the last week of what movement is, showing how it doesn't really matter, right? The FUD could be real. It doesn't matter. Even some of the great ones go down as well. So that's something to pay attention to. I'm interested in the Matic pullback. Also, Solana. Well, I don't like Solana. I've told you this in the past. A lot of people starting to just do one of these. And unfortunately, I hate to tell you, but that is kind of what's happening with Solana. So believe it or not, it may run with the next bull market, but it may not go as much. So Polkadot, big winner. I love Polkadot. So want to talk about some good coins here. Litecoin, right? Next halving is coming shortly before the Bitcoin halving. If you want to learn more about that, we've talked about that in the past. Avalanche, do believe it's a little stronger than Solana. I believe it will pass. Chainlink, big fan. Looking at 6.5, trying to break back to the $7. I do love it. And Avalanche looking to get back to 18 and 20 as well. So we'll see what happens there. Talking about a couple of things. I was laughing this morning. This had me giggle. Hello. And speaking of hello, we're going to talk about the hello token. Is it always like a big thing when we have coffee grinds in our coffee? It does seem to be funny. But here we are talking about some crypto stuff this morning, waiting for XRP and the SEC lawsuit. Just getting older and older, right? It's funny. La 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 la. Right, waiting for a XRP lawsuit to end. It's ridiculous, right? One day it's going to be over. And I just wanted to share this. It's just considerably funny. We're getting onto the comical side before we get into the technical. If Bitcoin was on a dating profile, I made this up. Thought it was pretty bright and clever here. Ex-girlfriend would be Ethereum. He is bipolar with some ups and downs. His biggest rival would be gold. And cats have 9 lives, so he has 21 million of them. Parents are Mr. and Miss Toshi. Gets a raise every 4 years, right? And always feels betrayed for some shit coins or some poop coins. Thought that was pretty funny. Thought that was pretty clever. Talking about some things. Talking about the Hello Token, right? We're going to talk about the Hello Token today and how the Killer Whales TV show is going to debut in 2023. And I think it's going to be this fall. So you have enough time until football season. Are you ready for some football? So right about the fall time, Wall Street Pete is going to get excited. We're talking about the picks. I think Hello Token, Killer Whales is actually going to show up. So U.S. government's $1 billion of Bitcoin transfers spooks investors. Bitcoin dips. Ladies and gentlemen, if you watched yesterday, I already talked about that. So this is old news. But it's funny, right? It's pretty funny. They talked about it, but we talked about it before this article. If you pay attention, we talked about it yesterday morning. They came 12 hours later, and oh shit, Wall Street Pete show was on. Guys, we need to talk about the U.S. government getting rid of and ready to transfer. He's right. Isn't that crazy, right? Please, somebody back me on that. Did we not talk about that before this article was developed? That's fucking insane. Getting onto things that were developed, and Bitcoin crypto prices fall on Thursday after Silvergate, a bank that has been at the center of the industry's growth, made a decision to shut down. Silvergate is now bankruptcy. Silvergate is now kaput. Unfortunately, so this is what's happening, and these are the prices we'll get. I feel like this is a fucking story that they make up, and we know who they are. Please, let's talk more strongly about it. I see you, Hugh. Hugo, how's it going? Jasmy, and he's laughing, Rising Sun. 44. Bitcoin Fear and Greed Index chart is now at 44. As you can see, yesterday all the way to 50, last week 51, and just a month ago, still staggering at the 54 to us neutral. And as you know, before that, the month before, we were actually in the greed. We were greed mofos, as we talked about it. So Fear Index chart now not looking too sexy. Filecoin sticking out, Aptos sticking out, XRD and Clay all in the green for the top 100 crypto assets. If you get closer to the shit coins, let's get deeper into it and see what we look. We'll see things we've never heard of before, but that's what happens when you get into it. Looking for Ali down 15%, AMP up 13.5%. We haven't talked about AMP in a long time. Kava up 8%, Flocka down 8%. Things we like to talk about. Biconomy, Bitco down 2.5%. Things to maybe pay attention to, DYDX, and LQTY, we talked about that, up 4%, Hump, Helium down, and CeeLo down. So just to pay attention to some of the things, having some fun, talking about the crypto total market cap as we are stuck down at the 1 trillion mark. Let's get a refresh and see if we have risen a little bit. And all right, let's break out of the falling wedge. So we are at 1 trillion total market cap. Not a big deal, but we are looking to find prices at the 150, 1527 I gave to you. 1524, well, that's exactly, if I remember yesterday, 1524, I took it and pulled it up to here, saying that once we hit here, we could start bouncing, right? We did that yesterday. Go watch the video if you don't dare to do. Definitely had it 1524. Well, it's kind of fucking wild. We hit that price, all of a sudden we're going up. I do have a trucker mount, so if you like that kind of thing or you don't, I'm sorry, it may not work for you. But Wall Street Pete talking about what's going to happen here, and if we're going to break out of this pattern, this is what I'm looking to do here. This is the number. Looking to get a daily candle, 4-hourly candle to finish the price above. And we need the price to finish above the 1600 and start really coming in strong for Ethereum. Talking about Bitcoin now, this falling wedge. We got to get into it right now. Then we're going to get right to Hello, the Hello token. That is for the end of the video. So if anybody was wondering, why are we talking about Hello, but it's not here? We're going to talk about it at the end of the video. See the circle to the last time we were here, getting a double bottom. Are we very bullish? Well, I got a falling wedge confirming that. I got a signal here, double bottom. That is 2 indicators letting me know. Now let's pull up some real indicators. So stochastic volatility indicator. If anybody wanted to know, what is this? This is one of my favorite indicators of all time. Stochastic ATR volatility oscillator. If you are new to TradingView, if you're new to trading, check it out. Put it into your favorites. This is something I love. So right now we're about to get the cross and the bullish momentum. A few times we've staggered to go to the upside. We'll see what happens, but it does look like we are getting our buy signal, getting ready for the confirmation on the cross. So if that does occur, and I am patiently waiting for that to happen, we'll be looking pretty strong for that to get a nice rise to the upside. Bitcoin getting to fall out. So what could happen is continue to get down. We'll test. I do believe 20,600 would be the bottom here, where we could go and start coming back up. So I will adjust that. That was the drawing the line in the sand, and I do believe we'll trade in this range, and I do hope that we actually do. So technical analysis tells me that. Getting to the EMA exponential moving average with the Bollinger Bands, we could go over Jasmy if you would like. I don't have a problem. When an all-time follower asks, I don't mind doing it. So we're looking here, paying attention. We're down below the EMA, obviously been falling for a while. Tested, hit resistance, as I said, I believe was going to happen. That was when we were about right here. February 14th, just about that last Sunday. So let's see what happens. The last Sunday coming in, we're coming in here. We could get this big pump to the here to reject. What would it be? Well, I could see 22,000 come all the way back up to 22,000, guys. Pay close attention. This is going to be the last fall here. Come in, 22,000. We're going to get a big short position put in, and then we're going to get this massive, massive fall, possibly to 21,000. Then we could see this, if this happens, 21.5. We're going to play around, 21.7, come back in, and then, ladies and gentlemen, this is what I think could occur or what will happen. So we have a couple options, and I think that this is the ultimate move. I really, really, really feel with all my heart, obviously not financial advice, just a gentleman twice as nice. Could you look at Yearn Finance? Derek, that's awesome. Yearn Finance is a good favorite dark horse of mine. We're going to go over Jasmy, and we're going to go over Yearn Finance. That'll be at the end, but remember, when the video is over for my planned video, it will have to be with Hello Token. So we're going to go with Hello Token next. 21.7 will not change. Pay attention. Hit the screenshot. Do what you got to do. Looking at the 4-hourly, we are still falling. We're still coming down. Waiting for this yellow to flip bullish, and then we're going to the upside. Currently, right now, though, from the previous falls, if you can see what's happening, we didn't get diddly squat. And if I was watching on the last fall, paying attention to the double bottom here that we're receiving, hopefully, didn't flip. See the yellow line coming in? We need the yellow line to start doing that. So until this yellow line, and I wanted to get the yellow line, until this yellow line continues, and we got to change the, I hate when I do that. Can we get back? Nope, we suck. Until I get that line there, to really do that, I'm going to make it yellow. Here is going to be white. Now you can see what I'm talking about. That's what I think the history of the price action is going to do. But right here, if you pay attention, this is going to be our exponential moving line. And now what has to happen is the red has to follow with it. What goes on is that the red flips. And as you can see here, this red line is what we're looking at. That's the Bollinger Bands. Okay, so the yellow Bollinger Band replicates that, or equals that, let's say. So see that? The red line here is for this Bollinger Band. The yellow line is for the bottom Bollinger Band. And the price is going to correlate somewhere in here in this pattern. When we get the breakout and we start coming through, you can see we did not break above the EMA. Last time we broke above the exponential moving average, we were trading at this price. And this doesn't matter anymore where we were at. We were trading this price. And that's how important it's going to be to get back to here. 23,900, 23,800. That price right there is going to be my confirmation that the Bulls are back in town. Boom, boom. Remember that? That was a fun time. No more all-time high for this decade. You guys, that's some statement. That is some comment, Mr. Rip-Off Radar. Mr. Rip-Off Radar, I am not going to combat that with you. I will tell you that I do not believe in what you're saying there is true. But you are entitled to your own opinion, sir or ma'am. So totally looking at this right now, I do believe that this is what the price is going to do. And then there we go right there. We're going to get some major resistance. We're going to have to break above 23.1. But what's going to happen is major resistance at here. So I will put that here now. People are going to say, oh, yeah, you can just put a price up and talk about it when it gets there. No, 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 no. I'm going to tell you right now, when Bitcoin hits this price, we're going to get some serious rejection here. Serious resistance at this price. So we're not just putting it up and waiting for the price to hit and then say, oh, look, I told you so. No. Some serious resistance is going to hit here, possibly a cup and handle, and that's where the falling wedge is going to play into. So let's get rid of the indicator now that we can see what's happening. We used it. Falling wedge coming in, what we think could happen here. Bollinger Bands coming in. You could already see what I'm talking about, so we can erase them, clear it up, and this is what I think may happen for the Bitcoin price coming in. So pay close attention, as I think 20,600 could be it. Now, if we don't hold the 20,600, 19.4 is probably the only bounce we have left. After that, we're going to be on Radar's comments saying, well, fuck us. We're not going to see any good prices in this decade, right? We're going to be negative like that, and that's what will happen. So probably lost a lot of money or just probably never invested, right? I don't know. You could comment if you want to come back, Rip Off Radar, and let me know, or did you just troll us and leave? I'm curious. I'm curious why you think that. I really am. There's nothing wrong with comments. There's nothing wrong with your opinion. Good morning, Wolves. I love it. What's up, Steven? Looking for this falling wedge. We may not be done falling if we get to the daily chart. I wanted to confirm that. We're going to get to Jasmy, and the hello token is going to be first. Looking at the stochastic oscillator. Guys, we're not done falling. I looked at the daily right now. I got my sell signal. We're going to get a nice pull-up here. Play games with us, right? Look what happened last time it started falling. Let's see if we have an option here where it played games with us. Here you go. A time it fell. And then it came and switched and came up. We don't need to see the price. We already know what happened. Then it went up, and then it really fell and got us. So that's what you got to pay attention to. That is a similar pattern that may be happening. Could be coming all the way into this pattern. What will happen? Well, we'll get all the way back up to repeat of 22.2, excuse me, and do that. So, all right, let's get to the hello token. I don't know what I did here. I screwed up. As far as that, it's very annoying. But Bitcoin is a big breakdown. We spent a long time on that. Where I think we're going to go next with this price and how exciting it could be if we could finish this back to the top of 6 cents. Now, I've been dollar cost averaging in hello token all the way since the 289 price. So obviously, buying the dip every time we dip down. Looking at prices, I've been getting it in all the way since the 289, and I just really want to talk about that because it's exciting to be able to get a digit lower than where we're actually been going now. And what we're looking at right now currently for hello token, and if anyone's been waiting, it took about 20 minutes into the video Excuse me. And now this is the maker of an upward W. I'll tell you right now, if we break this point right now, continue to come through, and I can't believe every time I look at this price, it's higher and higher from this point in time since last night, since I bought a little bit more. Oh, boy. I wish I bought more. Guys, this is where the song came from. It's from experience, right? Music comes from real experience shit. I wish I bought more. I mean, it wasn't the realest thing of a song you could ever sing. We're looking at 42.5 cents, 42.6 right now, guys. This is the big time price for hourly. If we could break above this price and we could stay above it and finish a green candle, as you can see, we only jumped and got liquidity grabs. If we've done that before, the highest price we could finish at on a 4 hourly is 41.69. That's the highest that Hello Token. What is Hello Token? We've gone over it. Go check out the episode, the interview, the whole breakdown, whatever you want to call it, the video of Wall Street Pete breaking down Killer Whales, its debut in 2023, and how I think that the debut makes sense for the fall of 2023, and how excited I am. Why? Because we got till all this time. What do we got? We got about 6 months left. And speaking of 6 months, we're going to talk about a 6-month chart on Bitcoin and why I believe Bitcoin is ready to burst for the next 6 months. And if you're excited for that, then hang tight, because we got lots to talk about for this channel this morning. I got so much shit to do, and I can't believe I'm spending all my morning on this video with you guys. This is amazing. So we're looking for the top here. We're looking to break the double bottom M pattern. Can we break the double bottom M pattern for Bitcoin? Not talking about hello, but I am talking about this right here. So if we can do so, we're going to be in pretty good shape. Double bottom M, it sucks. It keeps going until it stops, ladies and gentlemen. So we talk about, are the double bottom M patterns done? We will find out. Does this stop happening? Until it does, that's when we get the head and shoulders pattern to confirm, and that's when we hit here and talk about how all the altcoins will start to move when Bitcoin goes sideways after a huge lift on the reversal. So hit the like and subscribe, comment, let me know what you like here. Hello Token, without further ado, is really giving us here 42.7. Once we break the 42.7, we do have a 6-cent price that we are going to be interested in. But now, once we look at the history on this particular asset, we don't have much. If you see here, we don't have anything of creating a higher high. If we start breaking, show me a new high, then I'll show you a new buy. So I want to confirm, and I really want to know. I would love to see what is Hello's all-time high price. Hello Token, and I would love to find out really where is this asset and how much history do we have? I mean, do we have the history to show? And here we go, because I don't have much history to know about it. And guys, ladies and gentlemen, if you look at the history for the Hello Token, and I'm not joking, this is looking pretty sexy. This is looking pretty beautiful, guys. It goes to show as time goes on and people have people have goals here of what they want to achieve and what this asset represents, right? What's the utility behind it? And this is the Hello Token. Why would I want to get involved in something like this? Well, it's about to be the crypto show. It's about to be the Shark Tank, the America's Got Talent, predict your asset. This is really exciting. What you can see here right now is what I'm expecting. We may not be getting a big breakout here. We may just be getting some volatility. Looking at this asset, what happens? Well, we're just getting a repeat of what history shows. And if you pay attention, well, what history showed is something similar to what we just did here. And if we did that, well, I'm about to surprise a lot of people. Because I'm about to surprise myself, because what did I tell you? Well, Wall Street Pete only does this shit live. So I did not sit here in my room and say, oh, well, we're going to do this later, and I'm going to show you where I think the price is going to go next and where I'm going to sell at. Ladies and gentlemen, this is where I'm selling if this is the pattern that is repeating. And now, I've never done this before. I've never talked about this before because I've never confirmed about that. But ladies and gentlemen, if this upward W is for real, and we do break that price that I was speaking about in the beginning, this is going to be an upward W for the ages. A lot of people are going to appreciate this. This video is going to be a history price in the making. And we've done this before, guys. We've talked about many assets just similar to something like this. And I said, guys, this is a possibility for us to make money. This could have happened. And if you know where I'm going, this is where my new price is for the Hello Token. I'm going to adjust the title. I'm going to say, look for the end year of the token, the end of the video. We're going to talk about this and how 71 cents, 70 cents, I am looking to sell big time. So I'm going to be selling out here. If it does keep going, it'll probably get a couple liquidity grabs. But if you remember, we're talking about buying prices down here. So I want to see what happens here. If you're interested, if you took on this asset, if you got excited, if you got into crypto when I did for this exact particular asset, I'm trying to find the exact price I got in. Just want to do this before we get to Jasmy. If you're still holding patiently, thank you. We're going to get about almost 150% on our money. So I'm looking for Hello Token. If you were in here, no joking. Ladies and gentlemen, this is exciting. Very excited to be in the crypto space. Now, if we break below, that's always a possibility. So please don't turn into a bullish maniac on me. We got prices we're still talking about that could go down. Well, last time I checked, this could be a double bottom M pattern bringing us through. Now, Weatherman is here, right? I feel like the Weatherman. Guys, if we break this price, we finish below. This is a big indicator right there. 27. I love that number. If that 27 price gets broken and we can't come back and start massively pulling back up to the upside, you must put a sell order. That is because this price, and I don't believe I'm saying it, but this is going to hurt. This one's going to hurt, guys, and I don't think it's going to happen. I really don't. So I'm staying strong. I'm staying positive on here. But never say never. You could get a 2-cent buyback. It could hurt a lot of people. But then after that time, and well, you already know how this crypto asset works. You already know how this crypto space works. Excuse me, not asset. Crypto space works similar to things like that. And that could be something we're looking at. So please understand. That could very well, and I'm going to get out of all of the mess I make, because it's like people are looking at, what the fuck are we looking at right now, Pete? What is this? A couple things could happen. That double bottom M, I'm going to make it red so we can segregate it. And then I want to show you here what this white can do here. We're going to make that green, because if that happens, it's really a green signal for me. I'll be buying more. No, wrong one. Red. And then we're going to Jasmy next. I promise. We're going to Jasmy next. I'm going to make this green because that is a green move for me, because what will happen is we'll be able to buy more down here at these prices. Could hit all the way down to here, so pay attention. That is we're at a very pivotal point in time for this crypto asset, and I do believe we could keep springing through. So what we're going to watch for, what was the prices I said? I think I screwed them up on you, and I'm sorry if I did. Looking at the 4-hourly, it's a very strong price indicator here. And that's where we have to start breaking above here. That's important, as I did have it near the 41, I believe. That's where it touched and went through. We're looking at a 4-hourly, 38.7 even could be price, could tell us we're on our way. So let's see what happens here. Wall Street Pete, sick dough in crypto. I do love this. Now we're going to go to a couple assets that some people do enjoy to talk about. Jasmy is one of them. I have not seen Jasmy in a while, so I'm going to be curious on where we're going. But I do believe this is some of the things that can happen. So watch that. Double bottom M. Look for it to break. If it breaks here at the 27, we're golden. We may not go there. We could break right above here, and we don't even have to talk about this fall. All we're doing is preparing ourselves for a possibility for Hello Token to come down. Now we could be getting tight, and then we're going. There's an upward W. I love it. So let's see if the upward W can come through. This is what we're looking for. If we break above there, it's an automatic run. I'll make that yellow. That is the third option. So we have 3 options of what can happen here. 3 possibilities. Double bottom M starts performing. We get resistance at the 39 cents here. 3 cents, almost 4 coming in, and then we get that massive pull to the downside, which is the fake double, it's a fake dead cat bounce, which is exactly what's happening here. So if that happens, it's going to correlate with hello. It makes total sense. Thank you so much, guys. That's what I'm talking about. I love it. You got 50K hello tokens. Let's fucking go. And I didn't say it because you said it. That's awesome. I need to get my bags on Hello Token. We have until 2023 of the fall. If it's coming out sooner in June or the summer, I'm pretty confident, guys, they would have said it. So let's put that into consideration as well. This is the end of the Hello Token talk. So that's exciting. Now let's get into it. People want to talk about Jasmy. They got a couple assets they're excited about. They're here. They got their own bags, their own beliefs of what they think may be happening. And if you see here, ladies and gentlemen, it's a similar kind of thing, right? Crypto does the same kind of thing. Now, I hate to get rid of my TA, but there could be this right shoulder that could be fake coming out of this falling wedge, as I was going to say, and I hope you see it too. Do you see what I see? Yeah, I see a falling wedge. Now it's not Christmas time. I know I'm silly. Guys, did I tell you that this 49 cent price was coming and could be very close, and I was worried about it when we were all the way the hell up here? Isn't that some shit right there? I know Gary knows. And Gary's like, damn. So now what we're looking to do is get this double bottom formation. I hope we get it. That's what the price we were talking about before, and we kind of came really, really close. We could still get there. 5,000 error. Looking from the old, creating a new higher low, creating higher lows. That would be nice if we could get the reverse off this downtrend. And if you did see the last time that we did come down off this downtrend, it was a fake one because we got the signal here on February 27th of 2023. And you can see right from here we fell. So if we followed the oscillator here, we would have got totally screwed on the 4-really. So what we do is we jump to the daily, and that was the 12th of February. And now if you see the 12th of February, let's get to it. That, my friends, was not a good buy. It was actually a daily sell signal. So if you pay attention to the daily, it would have gave you a bigger sign saying, well, we're selling. The trend is your friend to the end. So looking at the daily at a better time frame, not just the 4-hourly, we're not done falling. So if you can see here, we got one more fall coming. Jasmy as well. So this price and the 4,500 level are definitely still in play. So if you're looking for a Jasmy prediction price, if you're looking for a Jasmy long position, it may not be here absolutely yet. So pay close attention. We do have two indicators that still stand. Everything still stands. What I see here, well, if I look at the daily, it's the same shiznick as the 4-hourly. Just the daily are taking longer because 4-hourlies pass faster than the day. And as you can see, the day did not develop the right shoulder yet, which would have been your fake dead cat bounce. It would have fucked you and put you in a horrible position if you don't take a quick short and long term. So pay attention to the rally as it's coming. Could be developing the right shoulder on the Jasmy, Japanese Bitcoin, if you want us per se. But what I see from here, similar to what everything else is doing, we're getting dead cat bounce. We're probably getting a relief rally bounce, and a lot of people are going to get hurt if they do think that this is the absolute jump. Please, dollar cost average in. If you're going to get in slowly, wait for another fall, then get in. But chances are the next fall ain't going to be up here. It could bounce. We'll see what happens with these levels. Jasmy right now, though, looking at the daily, does help confirm a lot of this. So if you pay attention to that, that's what I'm paying attention to. That's what I'm looking for. I do see a big falling, kind of a wedge here. I do see a little bit of support built here. But as you see last time, the last support, well, the trend was still your friend. And if I were to take this action from here to here, you would see, well, let's pull it, let's copy it. What are we doing? Well, we're doing the same exact shit we did last time before we got this fall. So don't be a fool and get this and get confused, right? See it again? Same movement, same thing. What happened? Well, you got to pull to the upside. You built a double top, which is probably going to happen again. You're going to get two double tops. You're not going to be able to break the 5,500 level. There it is, two double tops. It'll be two candles next to next. What'll happen? Well, we'll get them down and create new lower lows. And that's where you're going to be happy that you did not jump into this. And I believe at the 49, there's a possibility to buy, but usually the FOMO is still coming out, which would then get us to the 45, and I do believe that will correlate either to 20,600 Bitcoin or 19.8 Bitcoin. Now, if we fall below there, I'm scared. So I'm going to tell you right now, I'm not scared. I'm just worried for the crypto space. Because what happens from that point in time, we have nothing. We have nothing here. It's like right here, we have nothing. So please be careful trading this. I don't believe we do anything past there. 2,700 would be goodbye to everything for Jasmy. So I don't think we're going to even head near there. But like I said, you got to be careful. You got to think about it. You got to at least put it into consideration, your brain, and tell yourself, hey, there is a level that goes beyond. If we start breaking before the 4,500, I need to get out of this immediately. Something is wrong. And that's what we'll do. Do a red flag. We got red flags? That would be cool as hell. Let's see if we got some red flags. Anybody hear that song, Red Flags? I don't know why. I never get excited. I don't know what it is about female singing. I'm not like trying to be masculine or alpha male or something. I'm just saying I really don't get too excited when women sing, but something about that song, Red Flags, I kind of like it. Red flags. So here we go. We put up a red flag, and that's what it would be. Definitely a red flag, guys. Here we go. That's the red flag we put up last time. So you want to put up a little symbol. You want to give yourself an idea what to stay away from and be careful. If we start breaking below there, guys, right there, it's a red flag. So right there is your number. Right there is your price. Jasmy token. So let's get into something else now. What are we talking about before? Good morning, Lyric. Good morning, Mike Johnson. Good morning, Hugo. Where do you see right shoulder? And what are we talking about, Hugo? Are we talking about talking about Jasmy. Right shoulder, usually, it doesn't always, but it fits right about where this circle is. Right shoulder, give or take about the 5,500 as we had listed before I pulled this down. So where the ultimate 4,500 I'm saying is where I think we could bounce. I would be super, super careful because I don't think we can break above the 5,500 price. If somehow we started breaking above the 5,500 price, I would have another red flag. It would be, oh shit. I might have missed the bottom here. And that can happen, right? I'm human. Technical analysis here to prepare you. Levels sometimes do show different signs. And as you can see, we could probably get a possible fake jump here, and it can go even lower. And it's going to be in the oversold, overbought zone would be up here. And the oversold zone is down here, which would then give us an area to buy more. So I do believe that's where we're heading, and that's where the right shoulder would occur. Now, could the right shoulder go higher? Yes. Draw the line in the sand on your right shoulder at 5,900, Hugo, because I know that's important for you. Manipulation's really strong out there. Very, very strong. So if I draw my line in the sand on where the shoulder could peak out, ultimately drawing the line, it's going to be at the 5,900. That is 100% a big possibility. Let's put it there. I see 55, but I'll tell you right now, if it breaks to 55, your last break zone is going to be 59 for Jasmy. Not financial advice, just a gentleman twice as nice. What's happening is we're getting an upward head and shoulders pattern, which is great. So the upward momentum would change the trend towards the up, but we would still fall a little before we headed that way. Make sense? So here we go. Talked about hello, talked about a couple things, talked about a lot of assets. Pretty excited today. I'm very bullish, right, going forward. And I said as we would look. So Yearn Finance. I have not done a Wi-Fi video, and Yearn Finance is something, man. If you could really put some money in Yearn Finance, you're a very lucky individual, I feel like. Wi-Fi is awesome. It really is. It's awesome. I love this asset. February seems to be good buy times for me. I don't know why, but in February, I followed this asset. And every February, I love buying it. And it was always good to me. And I wonder what happened this February, because I did not buy it this February. I only bought it last February. And let's see what's going on. The monthly chart, buy monthly really quick. And maybe it was the February before that. Isn't that sick? That's how fast crypto is flying. So here it is, the February, and I was excited when I had it. And as you can see coming in, there it is. There was that February chill mode where we didn't do too much. And it was like once you bought it, poof. So I did buy, was very excited. It seems like February is usually a good time to buy. Head and shoulders pattern, even on this shows. Looking for the inverted area. Inverted area either started here or there is another inverted to come. Now, as you can see here, even coming from the monthly chart, and I really would like to believe that this is going to be a double bottom M rejection. Even on the monthly here, it would start moving up and say, up, that's it. That's the pivot change. That is when we're finished with the trend. You're very welcome, Mr. Derek. Or Miss Derek, as however you identify yourself. I don't want to offend no one. Today, 2023, you never know. It is March 9th, 2023. So, pretty exciting. Spring is coming. It's on its way, guys. Looking for some things here as we're consolidating. Huge falling wedge even on the monthly. So, I'm going to get rid of everything and start fresh here in finance. It's the longest time since I've ever looked at it. I'm only holding 4 year... Oh, only four. Only four. Listen, nobody judges anyone. But let me tell you, 4 is really nice. Right now it sucks at 4. But if you were all the way up here at 4, at 7,000, 5,000 even, 4 was really cool, right? We like to call it something like that. Well, you have to like and subscribe. Wall Street Pete, sick dough, and crypto. So ABC-like correction, right? When we get a big one like this. Talking about from May 2021. Guys, 2 years ago it's about to come through. I don't know if you're understanding of that. And every 2 years, well, there's something called a 4-year cycle. And usually the 2 years, well, in between the two, there's a good buying point. Well, hint, hint. Not financial advice. Just a gentleman twice as nice. So we're going to break this down. We're going to get to some real real look at some bottom zones here. And as you can see, Yearn Finance, looking at this stochastic oscillator, which I love very, very much. We're going to get into it. There is a trend here that we like to follow. And we're going to get the lazy bear out. Let's get the lazy bear out next. We're going to check that out. We're going to do that one. That is the MACD on steroids. And I want to find a trend here where we are. And look at this trend, guys. Look at this. Look how beautiful this is. When was the last time, and I'm just asking, when was the last time we were this low on the overbought oversold zone. Now, this is the oversold zone. You can see where we're minus 0.2. That don't even make sense. So it's a little off. Obviously, nothing goes minus. But as you can see here, there really wasn't too many times we touched. Maybe one time here in August of 2022, and then maybe another time here in June of 2022 for Wi-Fi. I have no clue what the hell the assets have done during those times. But if you can see here, coming in June, there it is. Nice little pull up from 5,400 to double. So it did double, right? August, let's see what August did. August right here, it did something where it was saying, and real quick went to another 10, oh my gosh, and then went all the way to 13. So it wasn't as significant. It was about a 33% move compared to the 100 move or the 50% we got there. I'm just going really quick. But Yearn Finance, guys, let's really look at its history. Let's really see what's going on. Stochastic Oscillator tells me that right now isn't a bad time to buy, as you can see, but we have to pay attention to what it's doing. It's going to keep, it's the trend, right? The trend was down. So the trend is done until it tells me that it's over. And when it's over is when I hit to the green and break above the green zone. Now, I don't see that happening right now. Once you see it breaking above the green zone, it usually gets bullish here. But what did we say? The trend is usually down. We're not done. The trend came down here on a double. So that's what I pay attention to, things of that. I want to get the lazy bear out, though. So we're doing right now, what are we doing? We're doing a long video here, and we're talking about Yearn Finance. We did Jasmy. Where is it? Lazy bear is not hard to find. The Impulse MACD, it's a little bit of an indicator. Oh, I hate when I got to fix it. Well, we'll fix it. We'll do what we got to do. Oh, we're doing good right now. We'll do what we got to do to fix it if we can. Impulse MACD, you got to set it. I wish I could fix it have a thing where I have to fix it every time. Pretty aggravating to have to do that, but it is what it is. I already know what I got to do here. Was that the signal? Signal's got to be orange. Solid orange signal, solid blue signal. We'll just get this going pretty quick. All right, and then what are we gonna do with this? Is that the same color? It's close. I didn't do the same color there. All right. I think we did that right. So let's see now. We got the impulse history. This is your histogram right in here. So we got the orange. Your orange is your signal, your MACD signal. And that's why we do the blue better color, because you can't see it. Okay, so that's what the first screw up was. And that's exactly why I do it that way. I knew there was a reason why I went dark blue. Not dark enough, right? Does that help? There we go. We can actually see the line through. So up here, it's telling me not to do nothing here on the 4 hourly. But if you do see, we crossed over on the sell zone. So that's a really big sell signal. And as you know, everything's been going down since that sell signal. And that was, it's been a long time ago. So let's get it into here. 1 hourly, I want to see if we can get something going and something to see here. Works on a trend, right? Works on a trend. And as you can see, the new trend is all the way down here on the oversold zone. This is the MACD on steroids. Now, if I pull it out, Yearn Finance, we're in a zone where it's telling me here is a pretty good buying zone. But you can see how the trend is still starting to go up. Well, we want to get another buy zone down here and then finally get this big fall. When we do, we're going to develop a new trend. What happens is the new trend is your oversold zone. And I don't want that. There it is. This new trend here that we're starting, and I'm going to show you here how it works. It's called the Impulse MACD. It's the MACD on steroids. This is an hourly. If you switch to the 4 hourly, you'll start seeing what happens. Well, the old trends on the 4 hourly tell me anything outside here is a significant tell. Now you can tell, right? That's where we're looking to go. That's where 4 hourly is big. And we want to get to the big zones where big moves tell me what I'm doing. So as we're analyzing, we're looking for the overbought zone on a trend. A trend, see how big it changes from the hourly to 4 hourly? So there you go, my friends. Here it is, one big signal. January 24th, 2022. This was a big buying signal outside of the overbought zone impulse MACD. We're talking about Yearn Finance. We're going to break it down. We're going to teach you an indicator plus break it down. Now, the next time I get out of here on this particular 4 hourly, which we are nowhere near, it's scary, right? We could possibly go back up, come all the way through, get resistance, hit 1200. Then get a big fall. See what could happen. This is very volatile. As I see on the 4 hourly, I am not buying until I'm out of that zone of trend. The trend here now lately has been here. So if you adjust and say, okay, if it breaks out of here, there'll be a new trend, this would then adjust once it breaks out of that pattern. And now every time we hit here or break below here, we will then be out of the overbought zone. And now you can adjust and say, okay, this is the new trend from here. But until it does that, because the new trend came in January, as you can see, we're not gonna pay attention to it until we get the new trend change or break out of the pattern. So we're not breaking out of that pattern. Pay attention to that. Go back to the forwardly, the daily, Yearn Finance, and you can see here, as we're looking at this, we're supposed to fall again. As you can see from here, we can get a little bit of some touches above, build support, but we did fall. So what's happening right now? Well, we're getting some resistance currently as we're supposed to. Yearn Finance, I won't use the Impulse MACD until I get that trend fixed. I can see that we're still falling. I do believe that we can keep coming down. The daily shows me a few things. And what I do see here is old support coming in before we erupted. So I do have to pay close attention to that as well. This is a 3 year ago. So this is a 3 year ago pattern that also came back in to be a low in 2022 and then rose and came back. So now we have two options. Do we break below this price and get real low, or do we actually get our breakout to the upside? Well, this is what we pay attention to. We got two double bottom pattern. Big one telling us, a big signal. We could get a little volatile. The big signal here, I need to break above there in order to consider that this bull run is going to start showing us some runs. What is that? It's about the 8100. So if anyone was waiting for that price, I do apologize. It takes a little bit of some time to really break this out. When am I definitely bullish? When am I definitely not concerned? Well, you'll see here, this is when the trend changed for sure. A lot of people, a lot of investors are going to be pissed off. Why? Because the price is 17.6 at this point. What does that mean? Well, that means once we start breaking above the 17.6, or, ooh, excuse me, I was wrong. Let me lower it still. Maybe that's where I got it. It's still wrong, though. This is the price. Once we break above the 18.5, that's when most investors are going to say, oh, guys, look at this trend change. Because not only did we break out of the falling wedge, but we did not get a rejection at this pivot in time. Oops, I meant to do something else. At this point in time on this cross, if we broke through here, we would then consider this a humongous confirmation on the breakout for this specific pattern, ABC-like correction. And that's what all the assets pretty much look like, including Bitcoin. So big swings, right? I know it sounds silly. We're only at 5555 right now on the price. Obviously, this thing is very undervalued. I can't buy enough assets right now. There's not enough money for an average person to buy up every crypto asset that they believe in. Unfortunately, not all assets are going to prevail the way we want them to. But this is a big price level. It really is. These two prices right here for Yearn Finance. So I'm going to put this in the description if I can. Very important videos, and thank you so much, Derek. I really appreciate this. And as you can see here, as we continue to go, we get a big pivotal point in time on the top of this here where we're at 39,000, 40,000. We're talking about like Bitcoin levels. And that's really where people are looking to get at. So there are levels here we've touched, peaked out at September 20, came down. As you can see, we broke through again. Most likely, though, this is the price level to get out, 44, 45,000. It's insane looking at these things. Thanks for what you do. Came across your feed. Love it. You know your stuff. I agree with all your TA. Oh, wow, Matt. Thank you so much. Never heard of you before. Never seen you, so obviously you must be new. We do appreciate all comments. We appreciate all likes and shares. Thank you so much. Just a gentleman who used to work on the New York Mercantile Exchange. It's now the Van Gogh Museum. They have the flags up in each corner of the building. It's still a historical building, but they don't really give it the respect it needs. So I give everyone their time. Thank you for your time. You guys are here giving love to the channel. This is what we do. We're looking for all-time high subscribers. And one day, believe it or not, we're actually going to go live, and we're going to feed some of the poor, open up some stands with some food. When crypto really is grooving and grinding, and people realize this is the future, we're going to be able to do many things. And we're talking about for the positive. And I'd love to do what Mr. Beast does. Can we talk about that? Mr. Beast is probably my idol. Could you imagine a fucking YouTuber, all of a sudden my idol? Guys, when I look at you right now, and you look at me in the face, I pray for the day I have an option to do what Mr. Beast does. Go watch Mr. Beast. I don't have the time or the extra money to even subscribe or pay for his subscribers. The guy has like 240 million subscribers. The guy's one, a fucking genius, and two, a godsend. Take your opinions and say what you want. We don't have to argue over different opinions. You may think he's a prick or a moron. But my point is I want to do stuff that he does. If somehow someone could just start me up, I could do this channel. But I would really love to do what Mr. Beast does. He changes people's lives. Maybe this changes people's lives. None of it is financial advice. Every day we talk about this. I would love to feed people. I would love to help people. I would love to make a game out of certain things, right? People win prizes. People change people's lives. It's amazing. You don't have to change my life. Me changing your life. I was always the guy on Christmas when I got older. Couldn't wait for the person that I loved and the people that I loved to see what I got them. It was just something I get excited for. It's a gift. I love to give gifts. And sometimes it's hard to believe, but sometimes people enjoy giving more than they enjoy receiving. Yeah, that does exist. In this world today, is that common? Absolutely fucking not. This world today, everybody takes. They'll fucking stab you in the back after they take. And you know, there was no reason to even stab you. But this is the world we live in. So we're talking about crypto news, technical analysis every single day, talking about real world problems. Mr. Beast, if you ever seen this channel, if anybody ever knew how to share it to him, I just want to say, Mr. Beast, thank you so much for what you're doing for everyone. The guy is now making YouTube channels in different languages. That guy's a genius. So I hope one day we get towards those likes, subscribes, because we're going to have a different channel. The other channel is going to be called Helping People. It's going to be something we can do. I know we're helping people now, but you know how it is. It's never enough. I could never do enough. And right now I got to help myself before I can help anybody else, right? That's how it always works. So I hope you enjoy these videos. I hope you're getting some help. I hope they are helping you as well. I hope you're getting some good feedback, and I really do appreciate everyone else's feedback. It helps me just like it does for you. So enjoy your weekend, guys. We'll see you tomorrow. If we come live tonight, it's probably because something extraordinary is happening. You hit the bell, all notification for that reason. So a Wall Street guy, a guy who used to actually work on Wall Street, not a pretender, used to watch real traders trade, used to analyze and observe how they do, how they did it. I learned from some of the best, so I just want you guys to know that's where this channel comes from. It's not, oh, I invested in Bitcoin at $1 because I believed in Bitcoin. Some of these guys are crooks, man. Some of these guys, they invested in Bitcoin when it was worth nothing. A mouse could have done it and just held it. And now the mouse is a millionaire. And now they have a YouTube channel with 10,000 million people. And they just spit the game. And I watched them. And they're wrong 90% of the time. And I can't imagine how much money you guys are losing watching these fools. I hate to talk negative about other people. I really don't like it. I don't want to throw stones in glass houses like that, but it's a tough industry. Have a great weekend, everyone. Love you all. Peace in and peace out. Thanks again.